Good evening and welcome to week number 5 of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup, brought to you by Dick Ray Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Today, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the man that has been joining me and keeping me company the rest of the season here so far. We've got Dr. Spirit Bear here to whichever side he's on for your screen. I'm not sure. Just pretend. Exactly. Yep. Just do a mirror it or just flip it upside down or whatever you need to do. And he'll be right there for you. We are in week number 5 of the League of Legends tournament, and this is officially the last week of regular play. So it's going to be really interesting to see where exactly these positions for these teams land up after tonight, because that's going to be a very important first round bye going into the playoffs next week for the top 2 teams. So I'm just going to bring up the actual bracket here really quick, so everybody can see. I apologize, it's a little bit off center on the screen there, but you can get the gist there. Starting next week, we've got the red box here on the left side. So next week we're starting the double elimination playoffs. So we've got 2 games happening next week with 2 teams getting that first round bye to give them a little bit of time to rest up, to practice, to do whatever they need to do. Hopefully be able to tune into some of the games that we'll be streaming, check out the team that you're going to be facing next week kind of thing. Maybe get a little bit of that practice in. And then because it is going to be that double elimination, the 2 teams that lose will go down to the losers bracket. And we are going to be playing a few less games each week. Instead of 3 games every week, it's going to go down to 2 or 1. So, which actually is awesome for us because we get to watch and stream more games. We don't have to miss those games. So we get to stream more games leading up to the grand finals on August 1st at UMKC. So I'm super excited about it. And I think I'm excited about this week. This is the week that we saw a little bit of separation in the standings last week, right? We finally saw, we've got 2 teams at 3 wins, 2 teams at 2 wins, 2 teams at 1 win. So going to be really interesting to see, are we going to end up with 4 teams at 3 wins? Are we going to see everything break apart even more? Are we going to have to go and figure out what the tiebreaker rules are? I was going to say, that's a good question. It doesn't look like it's in the rule books. We'd have to consult our rule master, Nick the Nerd, to figure out exactly what the tiebreaker is going to look like, I assume. Oh, I mean, if there's not another way to break the tie, I think that's always a possibility. But the nice thing is, now that you bring that up, I have been throwing into Claude all of the games, every single game's results into that, and that's where we're getting some of the stats that we've had from. So theoretically, it knows all of the teams' KDAs, it knows the damage done. We could theoretically pull out some really interesting stats to do some tiebreakers with if that's everybody. Oh no, only getting 1. Oh, okay. Who's muted? Can you try talking, Ben? Oh no. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me figure out why that is. I don't know why that would have reset. Try talking again now. No, still not. What's going on? Why is it why is that not He still can't hear you. I don't know. What is... Okay, hold on. Why is this different? What's going on here? I still have Discord over here. This is also actually fine because we are still waiting for our last player to jump in the lobby here. Let me just take Discord out of here really quick. Give me like 1 minute here to troubleshoot everybody. Actually, maybe if I... What do we got going on here? Output is going to my headphones, right? Yeah, that's what I want. Maybe I need to change this.
As you're doing it, looks like the fifth did join.
All right,
Yay.
and it looks like we've got audio for the bald guy too.
Thank you, Assault and Battery, for the shout out, and it does not offend me that you called me the bald guy whatsoever. I knew from a young age that it was just going to happen, and so I embraced it.
All right, well, we are looks like we've got everybody in the lobby here, so hopefully we are going to be ready to draft here real quick. So yeah, as we were talking about, we've got some really interesting stats, hopefully that are just going to get better as the entire season progresses. But starting next week, we're going to be starting into our double elimination playoffs. Super exciting because we've got two teams right now tied for first place: Select's Quote Squadron and the Honeywell Bilgewater Betas. Two teams that honestly we weren't really expecting coming into this season. Honeywell has done really well in previous League of Legends years, but not typically the B team, right? That secondary team.
Yeah.
So love that they are showing up. Super exciting as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to see now if Honeywell Arcane Alphas can join that 3-win column, or if Henderson Engineers are going to join them up in that 2-win territory tonight.
Looks like we're trying to finalize some positioning here.
Okay.
In chat,
Perfect.
12 Stripe Tribute is making sure everyone's going to have things equally, especially for the quests.
Yeah, that's important. You don't want multiple people to have a support quest going on.
Yeah. There they go. Yep. All right. Everyone is set, it looks like.
All right, well, we've got, hopefully, we'll be starting draft here shortly. Before we do start draft, I do want to mention and give a huge shout out to our sponsors for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. Again, of course, Dick Ray Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. They, being our title sponsor, have been very supportive, and we're super excited to have them around. But as well, a big shout out to Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, Wellsky, and of course, Casey Game On to send us into this this draft. We of course are.
Speaking of draft, they're going.
Yeah, it looks like it's going. The timer has started. And yeah, looks like we're drafting. So we're again using this fearless draft format. So it does take us just a little bit longer to get into game, but honestly, I think it is well worth it. It's made for some
paid off in so many ways. Yeah,
made for some really fun games for sure. So love to.
It's been great to see. Last week, the game that we streamed, it was so fun to see. Even some position swaps going on, and just what that strategy could bring to the table. And provided fun games either way, whether one team ran away with it or not. But it just keeps adding to the excitement, and especially when it just comes down to those drafts, which ones do you start to try to drop so it can help your team? Are we going to see a Shyvana ban every single game? Because that was like kind of right off the bat, and it seems like that always she always gets banned.
Right.
It'll be fun just to see as it progresses. Shyvana Udyr banned out. On this side, Dr. Mundo and Malzahar. Malzahar is a great ban. Something in just checking out both these mid laners, or at least potential mid laners. They both really enjoy the control type of mid laners. MF picked off and Vayne. So we'll see what they end up wanting to do. There's a few good control mages still definitely up and available, at least for game one. We'll see what happens in the future.
I was gonna say, I think from a lot of these, especially the first game bans, they tend to be, who's the highest rank on the enemy team, who is who's the biggest carried one trick over here. Yeah, previous games, who was the carry in that game, and we'll try to ban those out so that we don't fall to the same fate that the last team did. So that's where I'm guessing, things like the Mundo and the Vayne probably came from. Definitely. Yeah,
for sure.
Seems like a very specific ban to me,
Right, and we saw Seraphine get picked up real quick and then Varus right after. I could see these working well together with the annoying poke that they can have. And again, something I think we've brought up almost every week is it really does come down to how comfortable the people are on champs, and you can kind of almost immediately pick out when someone's not quite uncomfortable on a champion, when they're trying to make something work too hard, as opposed sometimes those champions that we're not ready for still do fine in their respective roles. Nocturne has been one that is often picked, I think, especially for Honeywell Arcane alphas. I think that's something they definitely like. And then coming in with that Ace Soul, I haven't seen those paired up too often, but that just sounds like a lot of annoying things flying at you just right away.
Definitely one of the things that we've seen working really, really well for teams this season already is the global abilities, the very fast, getting around the map very fast. So all of a sudden you throw Asol and Nocturne in there, that really, really changes those team fights up really quick. So, but man, they're gonna have to do a lot of damage to be able to take on. We got an Olaf and a Garen both locked in for each team here. That's it's gonna be a little bit tankier this game, I think.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see because both these are not typical, especially within the first three, the first round of picking. Those I feel like are not typical champs, which tells me that we're looking for some comfort there. Because both of these can have some big weaknesses for counter picks, but then they both chose champions that it kind of goes 50-50 depending on who knows the matchup better, I would say. If Garen really knows how to make sure that the silencing is going to keep the Olaf at bay, or utilizing the slow removal will be great. But then if Olaf is able to stay on top of the Garen who can't get him off and just keeps healing, well, now your ultimate's not going to drop that justice down in there.
Right.
So we'll see. That'll be fun to see how that's going top lane. Wukong, Viger banned out again, just as you called before. Viger and Vayne, I'm pretty sure, are champs that players on Henderson have played in the past, and so I think it is simply, let's see if we can throw them off their feet a little bit and put them on the back heel, as Morgana and Kai'Sa are also banned out by Henderson.
Yeah, that's some good bans too. Morgana doesn't matter if Morgana is meta or not. It's you always
She's just annoying
seeing her, man. The bindings just last forever. So yeah, Henderson does not want to see that going into game one. But this is why I love that the fearless draft. So we get some different matches going every single game that we play, and it's always fun to see what these teams can come up with.
I'm just going to throw this out there because I've seen it. Camille support. We're going to see if that's actually what's going to happen. It can be super annoying against, especially a Seraphine and Varus who can't really get away.
Gotta be.
Well, yeah. What's your thought?
I mean, unless it's Olaf support. I mean, it's got to be Camille support at this point, right?
Yeah, because like jumping in and like.
Okay.
You create some space where they can't hide in the brush and they can't take brush control, because then Camille just jumps on them. There's a trap underneath you and it's over. As Malphite's the very last pick, which just to throw this out there, I kind of want to go back in time how long it took Henderson to actually pick their champs, because they locked in and were like, it seemed like they just didn't have any second thought. They knew this is the champion we're going to pick, which I love to see. In the times I've either done coaching in the past or been on the teams, it's kind of a Cloud9 strategy back in the day to pick your champions, boom, right away, and not even hover. But if you could just choose really fast, there's some confidence there in your own players, but then you're throwing off the other team some. So I'm excited to see. I'm interested in the Malphite as well. I think I've seen him jungle sometimes too. So I think that is, again, hopefully another comfort pick. I am in seeing how the draft ended up. I think they probably could have picked Malphite 3 and flexed it to top or jungle, because when the Mel pick comes out, now that means that Honeywell knew that their support didn't need a giant ultimate or something that could really backfire with Mel's reflect. It'll be interesting to see what Mel chooses to reflect in the game and how effective that can be. Because Honeywell doesn't have a whole lot of outright huge CC, but the stuff that they do have, if reflected, is going to really, really pay and help out Henderson, which I think are really going to want to really just pick off who they need to pick off and not look for some extended team fights.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's pretty spot on, and you've got to. I feel like you reflect almost anything out of this Honeywell team, and the rest of the team just wants to go in anyways. So you're going to see Garen and Malphite ready to go in. I think really at this point, it's going to be a timing thing for a lot of Henderson. Are they able to make it to the team fights as quick as Honeywell is? Is Honeywell just going to finish the team fights before Henderson even gets there?
Yeah.
Again, especially
they'll be so far away.
Yeah, you take the extra move speed that Olaf's got, you throw in a Nocturne
No, don't
ultimate.
ban Varus. That's your pick. Don't do it. Don't mess it up.
Oh, no. You throw in then, the extra damage from Camille coming in, then a standard support might be putting out. And, they're going to be able to pick somebody off real quick. They're going to be able to end these team fights before they even get started, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember. And again, I'll just be honest, it's unfair to compare our Camille support to someone over in Korea in the Korean LoL scene playing Camille support.
Yeah.
But there was a point in the game where Camille was could 1v1 their AD carry. And sure, there was some fancy feet where, fancy footwork, which pun intended, I guess, on Camille, but just dodging the right abilities and swooping in with the ultimate and then just the true damage on the Q. It was so annoying to see that the support could just take them down. So you're right. If especially if the game does go long enough, Camille is not just going to be I want to CC and support. It's also going to be I'm going to find this Varus and jump on them.
Yep. Absolutely in it. So I'm guessing that is going to be a big game plan on the side of Honeywell at this point. You have the Caitlyn who can stay back and just kind of farm. She doesn't need that support to really continue helping her out. She can just sit back and farm, I think, pretty safe. So I think this is a really fun team. It's going to be interesting to see how that Camille really plays out. Might be something I have to pick up, try out myself. We'll see how it goes.
I'm interested to see too, just to know, but so if Olaf throws his axe and Mel reflects it,
would it just be
he's not gonna be able to pick it up, right? Well, he wouldn't would it make it, because Olaf, if you aren't familiar with his kit, throws his axe out. It's on a specific cooldown that's it's kind of on the higher side of 7 seconds or so, right? But if you can go pick it up, it reduces the cooldown. So the good Olafs are the ones that can not only throw the Q and hit the slow, but also throw it in a way that they don't have to really go out of their way to pick it back up to continue the fight. Sure. But if Mel reflects it, not cute, but if she reflects it, I don't know. I don't know what that interaction is, and it sounds hilarious either way.
Yeah, I honestly haven't. I haven't played enough Mel to know all of the interactions on how this stuff works. So I'm not really sure. Can you use the reflect when you step on like a Caitlyn trap?
I would assume so. Or, man, again, I don't know. I feel like I haven't really seen that enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am looking, and it looks like, and this is just on op.gg, it looks like 4 weeks ago, Tlaylock played Camille support, and both games had a decent KDA, with one of them being 13-3-10. So
okay.
I kind of like this pocket pick for fun for a couple reasons. A, because Tlaylock is someone that has been playing good control supports, and playing some good Thresh and Nautilus and Leona, but can still pull out some of the ranged, kind of controlled Seraphine or Brand. But then it'll be really fun to see, oh no, now there's also Camille in the mix. Right. What do we do as a team to have to deal with this if it pops up? And it kind of also still hides some of the favorable supports that Tlaylock wants to play. So I feel like it's a good fun strategy. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then you maybe move back to one of your regular champs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting for sure. We've got a really fun game here. Looks like already just going to be a blast to check out this first game of week 5, the final week of the regular season of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup League of Legends tournament here. I'm excited. We got 10 seconds before our spectator delay is.
Ooh, are you going to have
over? Prediction.
Are you going to have it? Never count out. Assault and Battery is thrown out there. The never count out the ASOL flex.
Yeah.
I would have laughed so hard if there was the ASOL flex, because you're not wrong.
Right.
And I feel like it would have been like not only a flex in the sense of we can put this champion in different places, but I feel like it also would have been a flex as in like, come at me, like you can't stop me. I'm going to play this ridiculous champion somewhere else. So it would have been it was like a double flex in that sense.
Henderson Engineers.
Oh my goodness! But then speaking of, like, again, I just love pulling up like the mastery points and level of points they have, because it really does help sometimes show the comfort, if nothing else, or at least the amount of time they spent. And my first eyes went to the ASOL with 285,000, but then you look over to the right and 12's tribute has a million on Kate. So that is definitely some comfort there.
For sure. That is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Twitch poll is live for the next 2 minutes here. If you want to get in your vote, get it in there now before. That's not usually, we usually have it going a little bit longer than that, but I completely forgot to put it in there. So 2 minutes to go vote for your favorite teams. And we've seen some pretty solid winning predictions from the chat. So make sure that you go and vote for your favorite teams, just in case, it helps. It helps a little bit.
I was happy. I was a little afraid you were going to say like that, like overall we've had some good predictions, because I haven't. And so I'm really happy that you have not, that you didn't like try to be nice and include me on those predictions. I think I got the prediction last week on like game 3, when the other team had like Twitch and it just like fell apart from the beginning. But other than that, all the other times I'm like, I'm gonna think hard about this and what it's gonna mean, and then it just like doesn't happen. So I'm not gonna jinx anyone. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. You know.
I was gonna say, I feel like we have not had very good predictions so far. So. Yeah, we'll let cues, though. We'll let them play.
Oh my goodness, there's so much respect going on bot lane. Yeah, there they go, jumping with the both on the stun from the wall with the great built over coming across. Heal already blown. There's a charge from Varus, but Caitlyn is not afraid, just stepping up. Oh, I wonder if she's going to try something with like a headshot flash. We'll see what she ended up doing there, but that was just the level 1.
So much damage, level 1.
So much damage. The Camille with her hook shot getting both is devastating.
And I think this is just a little bit of that. We have no idea. I've never played against a Camille support. Have no idea how that works. How do you even prep for that? You're just not expecting it. You're not used to it.
It definitely comes down to comfortability all around in general versus having played it in the bot lane.
Right.
Yeah, she'll play a little different as Camille support, but the game plan is still the same of hook shotting into damage on the Q, making sure that she gets Q2 going off for that true damage. But definitely, I mean, like you said, like it's hard playing that, and when you get a hook shot and you get both of people, that's just such a heartbreak if you get hit, if you both get hit. Ooh, some great damage. Olaf is low on mana, but has bullied out the Garen. Little trap down from Kate, a push up. I think Camille saw Malphite on there, which is great because the trap into the Piltover. I want to see if Varus lands this. He could.
That been a
but
lot
pop
of damage.
the barrier.
Oh,
There's no ward to be able to land down. The flash forward from Caitlyn does get first blood. Camille also pushing off. I would say both of them there. I think Camille could probably take on the Malphite if she wraps around here.
Oof.
Oh, Malphite does spot her out. We'll see what they do. Red buff is there, but Camille's going to do so much damage. Seraphine coming through does get the stun as a flash up from Malphite, making sure he didn't go down. Annoying. As that Camille is just gonna keep being annoying. Like, you're just gonna keep doing that the whole time.
It's only gonna get worse at this point because, unfortunately for Henderson at this point, they did not. Honeywell did not lose that trade, right? They came out ahead there. Farm, kills, everything. It's only unfortunately gonna get worse in that bottom lane.
Yeah, double scuttle crab, silence from Garen. There's a flash out and a ghost pop by Olaf, thinking they could chase down, but probably a good flash from Garen, as Garen does still ignite. So if that would have been a full commit from Olaf, I think it would have been an even trade there.
Definitely would have been.
Caitlyn just pushing and just knowing what to do there. Does get the blight, but Var standing there, not able to do anything on the backside. Caitlyn just a 1v1. Oh, look, Camille doesn't land the hook shot, but still some good damage. Oh, I feel bad. Varus, only 7 CS. That is rough. I think against a Camille, you got to try. I think what would be great is knowing that's the pick, you need to probably have a jungler that can gank early, make some plays, and then just make sure that they can't freeze and keep you off your XP. And then Caitlyn went in there and did the opposite and pushed back on them.
Right. Yeah, this Caitlyn just grabbing the call on this back two is just planning on sitting back, farming, keeping that lead. Camille's just going to play second jungler at this point. Roam around,
just running around,
try to get some extra kills, and it's just going to come back anytime. It's just going to come back to lane anytime that they try to push up.
She's waiting to jump over try to come on the back side of this. Some action in mid lane, but we're going to see it more on the bot side. They are running away, so I don't think there's going to be that was a good headshot. Good dusk on the backside. Oof.
But so much damage still. It just hurts.
Yeah, the Caitlyn also doing a ton of damage across there. Double scuttle, or the double crabs into Dragon early on. I think that's just going to continue to snowball from there. Malphite's looking to see if they can find anything on mid, maybe. We'll see. Olaf level 6 running down the Garen. Continue to throw out the axes, slowing him down.
Ooh, Malphite does discover the dragon going on, and they are going to collapse on him.
Good rotate coming out here. We're going to see what happens on the backside. There's some fight. They're going to see who can win the smite fight on this one. They're coming. Red team steals it. Good steal coming out there. They're definitely going to lose some lives because of it, but what a good commit. They had the plan. Aesol double kill so far as a flashback from Seraphine. Mel trying to run away, is not able to turn it back with her Q. 12's tribute is on a killing streak. Going to see what they can do. Oh, yeah, Aesol says keep going. We can do this. And there's a flash out. Fire Fist barely living there, actually. Wow. Less than 100 HP. Probably like 70, I think, right there. That was crazy.
So Henderson does come away with the dragon, but they lost some lives for that.
It's the small wins that matter there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think you're ahead, I'm going to smite this away from you. You think you got some kills, that's okay. It's 1 dragon to 0.
All right, so we're going to have to see if Henderson can continue their They're working on those dragons. Oh no.
Oh, the flash forward. No, Camille ends it. The barrier was not needed, I don't think. Flaylock coming in. Kill secured, not kill, kill still. That was a kill secure.
Kill secured for sure. Gosh, Caitlyn isn't even sitting back and farming. She's still just pushing. Pushing like crazy. That Malphite is coming up. Only level 5 though, so he's going to turn around. It's like, man, maybe I don't want to fight that Camille yet. She is just being an absolute menace.
Yeah. Oh, misses the hook shot. Not even able to really land anything there. Running away, but still just controlling, at least, and playing mind tricks at the end of the day on that one.
Yeah, right. Just changing the patterns up just enough. Make sure you have to. Now you have to keep a ward in that bush. If you don't see the Camille, you have to keep a ward in that bush. You have to be watching out.
Nocturne is level 6. There's the hook shot coming in. I want to. Are they going to do anything with the Nocturne ultimate? No. Interesting. I was thinking there was going to be a big commit there.
Yeah.
Although at the same time though, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad they didn't commit because we see some fighting on top side. Malphite trying to run away, does jump through and flash away. Really wanting to get away. There's a ghost from Olaf. A flash forward.
No!
Completely crushing on the backside. And I don't think they're going to dive. Mel is trying to cut him off there. Oh my goodness. Ace in the hole. Goodbye. Now there's the Nocturne on top side and feared on the backside. Mel's not going to be able to get away from this. Gets killed off by the Aesol, who is 3-0-2. Garen spinning to his tower. I don't think there's a whole lot of winning on this one. There's a double kill for Aesol. 4-0-2.
Man, you know, you just I go back to the
get him. Oh, that damage.
Oh no, just taking some extra tower shots.
Okay, all right.
Man, Honeywell.
Good job,
Honeywell doing.
Oh, and then lands the pilt over.
Yep.
Oh man, that's
Honeywell playing well in just
back.
about every single lane here at this point. They're doing it right though. They're not going too crazy. We haven't seen any major mistakes coming out from them at this point. So I think that already you're looking at, when you've got a 5,000 gold lead, this is where you have to stay in control. You have to not get too cocky and not throw this game away, because this is already Honeywell's game to lose at this point. So
I don't know if there's any NBA fans in chat or watching, but if anyone watched the finals last night, we were sitting down and someone said, "Ugh, they're up by 29 at half. Ugh, just end the game already." And I said, "Well, teams can come back from being down by 29 points." Somewhat tongue-in-cheek, because really, who's going to lose a game like that?
Right.
And then the Knicks did come back and win.
Yeah.
So can teams come back from being down 10-1 at 10 minutes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's going to take a little bit.
But just yes, yeah. And we'll see what the team fights start looking like. Oh, that was it was a great try to get the encore on there, as now Varus is landing out the stun, but I think the root.
Oh no.
I didn't see that coming through, but now is the double kill. I hadn't seen that before. Camille was getting wrapped up by Varus's ultimate and then couldn't finish out the hook shot. Didn't need it though.
Yep.
Malphite does ult and miss on bot side. No, Mel trying to reflect, trying to root up, but I don't think she's able to get away. There's bringing down the stars on tops. Falling Star just ending the Mel. 0-3-1 for Mel.
Yep. 13 kills on the side of Honeywell Arcane Alphas to that one sole kill on Henderson Engineers. So we are at
Camille knows he's there.
No, yep.
Doesn't quite get it. There's the ultimate coming through. They double ult the Malphite. He's not going anywhere. Encore don't do a lot of damage.
No.
Camille does get taken down. Shaq's actually equaling it up there a little bit. Malphite still running forward, trying to take it up. Caitlyn now back behind everybody. There's some split decisions here. Varus really wants it. The Caitlyn does use the net to actually get up there. Does it from downtown. He gets the shutdown. Seraphine doing what she can, trying to run away. Barrier is out, trying to make sure they should get killed. Piltover Peacemaker does land a slowdown. Varus is going to go back, though.
All right,
and
so
red tower goes down. Wow.
So remember when I was saying it was Honeywell's game to lose? That's the kind of aggressiveness that you don't maybe necessarily need. You know, sometimes it's not the best idea to have your support jumping in on the jungler, the enemy jungler, you know, going under tower like that. Sometimes you can get a little bit too aggressive. And at the end of the day, what a lot of people forget in League of Legends is that kills don't always win games. You don't need to kill the enemy team to win. You need to kill the Nexus. You can't kill the Nexus if you are dead, right? So, but here they go again.
Directly over. Seraphine has to flash away. Malphite does have ultimate, but is not gonna... Oh, does actually use it on 3 there. Mel coming through, trying to see if she can do some damage, but Malphite does go down. Varus is able to land a good... Oh, good Q, but not actually able to land the ultimate. Oh, Olaf just running straight at hook shot into nearsighted because the Nocturne rather. There's the ultimate coming through. Goes under tower, is trying to just land a fear, but there's some damage. Ooh, Hermit pops it. Make sure they can actually take it down. And again, just what you were saying, like I think they could have easily, instead of trying to like fight out these right here, is just start to go onto the dragon and make and help pull them into and pull Henderson into the fights.
Yep.
And then they can control it, but you know they still are far ahead, but it's not as dominating as early on.
Yeah, you can see those glimmers of hope for Henderson Engineers. Like they are absolutely capable of bringing this game back already. You're seeing just those the amount of damage that they're able to put out. The Malphite doing a lot of damage for building 100%. Armor at this point already.
Yeah.
And they're getting that that vision around Dragon. They want to make sure that they are able to contest it.
Yeah, good vision being cleared out again. We were seeing some pings on keeping track of some of the ultimates. And there's another hook shot going in. We know she does have Encore. She's going to land it, not in time to save her life. 12 tribute with another kill. 8-0-3, really in control and doing damage from downtown with Ace in hole.
Playlock is not afraid to go in with that Camille.
No,
it is crazy.
Yeah, they are. What is good to see too, we were talking about some overplaying there. But they overplay together. Like there hasn't been a time where Playlock runs in there, flies in, and it's just like, oh, now where's my team at? Like they all commit. They're all going for it. And sure, they've made some plays that haven't been, successful. I would take the. Caitlyn looking to jump away there in net, and now we do see Playlock. Speaking of Camille on top side, trying to chase down the Garen. Garen turns around. Killing spree as well for Olaf.
And it's funny because I mentioned before the game started that that Honeywell was just going to be able to get around the map faster. I was implying it was going to be Nocturne and Acel that were going to be able to do that, and not the Camille on support that was going to be showing up in every single lane. This is, I really think, just catching Henderson off guard. Right from the beginning, right from literally level 1, they were just assaulted by this Camille and have not been able to figure out what to do against it yet.
Yeah, there's been attempts to stop the bleeding, and then it just hasn't worked. And again, this is where, as a team, playing together really does help out. This isn't just like a random solo queue game where you rage at your enemy bot lane because a Camille did some nasty plays. You still want to make sure that you're trying for the correct objectives and the correct rotations, and not trying to always go for a Hail Mary play. And I think that's what we're seeing here. We're not seeing any, we got to go fight for this tiny objective or these wards. All right, I'm kind of caught out. We'll try to back away so that way we're not just continually feeding them gold. Caitlyn damage. Oh, Garen getting caught out. There's going to be a fear. Axe is slowing down. The red buff is going to slow down. He tries to turn it on with silence. Olaf is just going to keep charging. Misses that one, so pops the ultimate. So he's not going to get an ace in the hole coming down. I think that'll be the kill. Yes, it will be. Oof. That was a lot of damage from all the way.
Yeah. does a lot of damage, but I suppose when you're a one item Garen versus a 2.5 item Caitlyn,
Yeah.
that's a little bit harder to deflect.
We also
that
do
one.
see Nocturne. I bet, just to see where they can be able to utilize Shelly across the map. Are they going to push that? Oh, okay. Well, we're just seeing Camille go in there. This could be a 1v1 kill, but Encore actually doing a lot there to charm up. Not landing again another tower shot, but Camille really just I mean, there was
pushing.
There really wasn't reason to do that. Like,
yeah, really pushing the boundaries there.
What's they doing? Garen TPing in. We're gonna see a slow coming out from Asol. We're gonna see some fight here. Oh, off screen, we didn't even see it. At least I didn't see it. But Caitlyn with another kill, 10-0-3, turret destroyed. I mean, might as well just keep pushing. Yeah, they're not gonna stop you. And we see Olaf pushing top. It's a 4v3 around the pit, and they can't do. Oh, and he's popping. We're gonna see if Nocturne does jump in here to kill off this tower. Oh, he's trying again. Oh, some good damage coming out there. There's a great. Just follow through on the Garen. There's not a whole lot there. They're just gonna clean up as they go through this. Good pop from Mel. But the tower is gone. 12 tribute is 11-0-3. We're gonna see if they can pick up anyone on the backside. Malphite trying to run away. There's a good route coming up for Seraphine, but Nocturne just says, I'm gonna ult you from 5 feet away and not let you get away. Varus, the slow doesn't land, so Varus is able to actually try to cut this out there. No, there's gonna be a flash and a headshot. Ace coming out. They just jumped on them. Nowhere to go.
Yeah. This is all right. So we're trying to figure out next game. What do we not want to see? Right. So the good thing for Henderson is that Camille cannot be played again next game. Caitlyn cannot be played again next game.
Oh,
they don't even have to worry about banning them. Mel getting some good damage on the Caitlyn. That's the one good thing about that 80 carry. As strong as they get, they are still very squishy. So
yeah. Good call to pull out to make sure that they aren't actually going to be overstaying. Clean up some jungle, make sure they have some vision around. Pings down because in just a few seconds going to be the next Drake, but not their third Drake because Octoboot got in there and made sure that first one went to them. So
definitely not Baron yet either because that's not up for another 40 seconds.
Oh, Malphite ult is up very soon. We'll see Caitlyn does not have flash, has barrier. She's being chased down. There comes. Does knock him up there. Are they able to get this bounty? It's going to be a lot of gold. Tokushu is legendary now. There's some split. Mel picked up. That's a lot of gold going over.
A lot of gold.
They're going to be dead. Are they going to be dead for too long as Malphite also goes down? So run away. Again, Laylock saying, come here. I'm jumping in onto you. Garen flashing away is not going to matter. Varus trying to do a decant with auto attacks. It's not going to do much either as we see two of them barreling down on him. Triple kill. There's double TP going to mid. They're going to try to end it, but at the same time, they killed the Caitlyn, who still has a bounty after dying.
What a game number 1. Just barely over 20 minutes. 20 minutes and 10 seconds. We're going to see Honeywell Arcane Alphas just absolutely control the map, control the game, and get the first win over Henderson Engineers.
And now I wanted to give Caitlyn the MVP that game, but when dying though,
did get what's going on here at the very very end there. That's rough. Always rough there, but
I mean, that happens. Everyone's had a game like that where you go in with either with a specific plan or the other team pulls out something you're not expecting and it just absolutely doesn't go your way. So everyone has that. You can always bounce back on game 2. You can always still try to pick out some of the champs and some of the comps that are going to still be cohesive for you and hope that there's not I don't know. I'm trying to think of another weird off the wall. A Zoe support, because Zoe could be a decent support.
Sure.
If he pulls out Zoe support, Telelock, if you're listening and you pull out Zoe support, I will give you MVP probably. I don't know. It'll be funny to see you cook with that because she can be really fun in the bot side. But yeah, unless like something weird like that gets pulled out, hopefully we'll see some more traditional bot lanes, and then hopefully Henderson can be able to, feel it out and not just kind of get behind on backstep on level 1.
Yeah, what a game. That was crazy. We knew that the Camille pick was going to be an interesting one, and you did call it out from week 1, I think, of the season that Tulaylock pulled out the Camille and performed really well, and that was a performance, that's for sure. Again, definitely very, very aggressive Camille. And lots of aggression from the whole team. So, I mean, if it was me on the side of Henderson Engineers, what kinds of champions are you looking at that might be able to defend against that aggressiveness a little bit better? How can we stop the bleeding a little bit? If they try to do the exact same thing next game and just steamroll, try to end in 20 minutes, how do we play that a little bit cleaner?
Yeah, I know Tulaylock, from some of the notes I have, is a Seraphine player, so maybe Tulaylock was just really mad that Henderson took the Seraphine. But I think getting, hopefully getting some of the champions that you can try to feel a little more comfortable on. I think C-Dubs is playing the AD carry, right? No, playing top side. So I'm not sure then, because there's some direction they can go, trying to still get some comfortable picks, maybe some control so they can sit back and farm MF Ziggs on the bot side. I mean, Morgana, I bet that gets banned again, but you can do Nami, maybe even Soraka. Some things that I know that Fire Fist can play to help at least not just fall behind on that level 1, and hopefully be able to give the rest of your team ability to get some of that gold pickup. Because again, let's take some of the positive notes. They sniffed out that level 1 dragon, and they fought over it. I would have almost directly said to my team, let's give it to them.
Right.
But they still went in there, so the cohesiveness they had on some of those plays, I think will be able to be shining in other games. And so hopefully again, that's not just a devastating loss and that they can bounce back from it.
I was gonna say, when I played last year in the corporate esports cup, we had a couple of matches kind of like this too, and it was one of those for me. Is a very much a, all right, well, it can't get any worse, right? So let's pull out whatever we've got, the most fun picks that we've got, the most comfortable things that you've got. Let's just try to do a little bit better than this last game. And again, that's surprising sometimes how well something like that can work. Just being a little bit more comfortable.
And as we're talking, it looks like they're trying to, I think Henderson is trying to pull in a player that didn't play this last time, but it looks like they say the tournament code is not working. So hopefully we can get that figured out as they're trying to rotate some of these players around. I'm not sure who's gonna fall out from their team, because it looks like they still have all 5 in the Summoner's Rift, like this lobby here. One of them's down in Spectator. So we'll see who ends up dropping out for that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with a tournament code invalid. That doesn't not much that I'm aware of you can do for that. I don't know.
Let's see.
All right, we're trying a few different things here, and we're gonna see if we can't get this sub in here.
Nope, and more inviting. Let's see here. I'm gonna look over at Twitch chat, see if there's any takes on how the game went, any advice from Twitch chat itself as well in regards to, especially what I like about Twitch chat and some of these smaller communities is that people know what champions people can pull out. And so if you guys have anything in the chat, let us know. Still not working. It shouldn't be full. We will see.
How about Discord? Is any of the other teams?
I don't think so. After that game and was like, oh man, that was a 20-minute game. Although we did get started later, I guess. But
Yeah.
I guess maybe there's something up there now. But I also thought like, oh, that was just a quick game, so there's probably not going to be anything up there just yet. Well, Dad, can you guys make a new lobby for us?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can we make a new lobby?
Maybe. I'm gonna have to try some fanciness here. Might take me just a second.
All right. Well, while you do that, then again, thanks everyone for coming in watching. Thanks to Dick Rays. It's great to be able to. We were talking before, just off the air, about a lot of like the amazing things that can happen when these communities and these companies come together and just participate not only in the more traditional KC corporate challenges of swimming or basketball or frisbee golf, different things that you kind of more associate with different companies challenging and playing each other, but then having these people come together and play different games, Marvel Rivals, Rocket League, Smash Brothers. So a big shout out to Dick Rays for sponsoring us to be able to be hosting and streaming, having fun with everything. And then the teams that are playing, we have the Henderson and we have Honeywell, Burns Mac. As some things are moving around. Hello. I'll jump in here in a sec. But who else am I forgetting in there? Select quote. As I'm just getting distracted. Well, Sky, as we're following up and seeing which, are we jumping into a different code?
Yes, I just sent a new tournament code to everybody, so hopefully that one works for everyone. See some people joining in.
Uh-oh. Where could you send it to me to, real quick?
Yeah.
Or where'd you put it at?
It was in the chat in the client.
Oh, bummer. And I left.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that it might have been a new update real quick, because as soon as I got out of that lobby, my client updated for like half a second.
Oh, like a little pat. Oh, okay. Yep. I could see that. Yeah.
So it was something, I think that we were just a hot fix behind, and whoever wasn't in the party yet had already updated, so they probably weren't able to join.
They were ahead of us.
All right, so we're getting everybody into lobby now, and we should.
Oh, are there two? It looks like there might be two people, two subs.
Okay, all right.
Right, because Victorious Evo wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm.
Octoboot was. C-Dubs.
Mm-hmm. And
Shackles.
Pi Gordon is new in the mid lane.
Yeah. Oh, that's a way better. Yeah, I was thinking Pajordan, but Pi Gordon sounds way better. I don't know why. I'm glad I didn't said that out loud yet. That's great.
I'm guessing. I'm not sure if that's
no, Pi Gordon sounds way more fun and better.
Well, all right. Let's. Okay,
now,
we've got everybody in lobby here.
Are they good with the two spectators over there, or is that? I feel like that's one of those. I think we talked about it was last week or 2 weeks ago that.
Yeah.
Technically, we're not supposed to have them in there.
Technically, no. I mean, again, it doesn't. I don't think it matters to me. I think it's up to the opposing team at this point.
Yeah.
If they would care, it doesn't. As far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing as watching the stream. So.
That's fair. Yeah. Let's see.
All right, so hopefully they'll be jumping into the Fearless Draft here any minute. But I suppose we can we can talk about some of these other games that are going to be happening tonight. So not only is Honeywell Alpha playing Henderson Engineers. That's the game that we're watching right now. But we also have the Honeywell Bilgewater Betas, who are currently 3-1, playing against Wellsky Fountain Divers, who are 1-3. And then our third match tonight is Select Quote Squadron, who are also 3-1, versus Burns and McDonald EPC or Feed, who is currently 2-2. So this is going to turn into, I think, an even more interesting standings bracket here, depending on who wins this match, depending on who else wins their matches tonight. It's gonna be fun for sure. So let me pull back over here. Doesn't look like, okay, looks like they just started the draft. All right,
game
number 2. All right. So
we do see some, it looks like we see some shakeups around for Henderson, right? Yeah. So we have 2 new players in, Victorious Evo and Pi Gordon, which sounds way better. And so we'll see how that definitely affects the drafting.
And that's going to be in
Victorious
their
Evo's going jungle,
Yeah.
and then Pi Gordon in mid. So I know Pi Gordon also enjoys some of the like control mages, but also like I just looked at their most recent game and they played something. Oh, that was Victorious Evo that played some Echo. So we'll see what they enjoy and what they can pull out. As the Honeywell bans have not really changed, though. They also banned Shyvana and Wukong last round. But we're seeing a Malzahar and a Moo ban from Henderson.
Okay.
And what will this last one be?
Yeah, we did see the Malzahar last match too, so that's definitely not a champion that they want to see.
Interesting on the Amumu. Definitely a champion that can cause a lot of chaos, but I feel like Cerberus has many more champions that they could do. Oh, we're gonna miss a ban? Oh, Dr. Mundo, that's a fair ban, because again, that was, I think that was last time too, wasn't it?
Yep, that was banned. So yeah, I think those are fair bans, getting those out of there. And we're going to see the same bans coming out from Honeywell as well this game. Shyvana, Wukong, and the Vigar coming out. So just kind of a spread. We're not trying to specifically ban out a specific role at this point. We're just trying to get some of these champions that we don't want to face out of the way, so that we don't have to worry about it.
He picked it before I was going to say it. Hui, I could see that being picked up. And again, that was an instant lock. Yeah. Something that Pi Gordon feels very comfortable on, especially since Vigar, Acel, and Mel, other champions that Pi Gordon often plays, are all out. I would love for someone from Honeywell to tell me that they knew that he was going to pick Hui, because by banning that Vigar, I feel like Hui can have more presence, especially early game.
Yeah.
And so I would love for Honeywell to be like, oh yeah, we knew that he was going to pick Hui, and we kind of already had some ideas there, as we do see Jinx and Briar hovered here. That'd be fun. If it's Briar support,
in.
Oh
my goodness.
Another champ that just leaps in your face.
I didn't even think about Briar support. And that,
just like leaping in again.
I mean, to be honest, that just gave me like flashbacks. Like PTSD right there for me.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, that, not gonna lie, that kind of makes sense with what we saw last game. All right, we are going to see a little bit of extra safety on the side of Henderson Engineers, though, with the Tristana able to get away a little bit easier than the Varus. Varus just being, such a immobile champ as it is. Tristana giving so much more mobility, jump in, jump out kind of thing is, I think, very, very good call on their side with how aggressive Honeywell was playing last game.
Yeah, and it's C-Dubs on bot lane this time. I think C-Dubs was in top, and
Yeah.
C-Dubs most played champion is Tristana. So again,
Okay.
something that Honeywell, by just looking at the person's profile, would know this is a comfort champ. This is someone they're going to pick up as they pick up that Pantheon, which it rings true what you said last time. Globals jumping in from far away. Or I guess even jumping in from like semi far away, like a Camille, has proven very effective
Right.
for really all the teams that we've seen.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So interesting, because again, I feel like the Pantheon. What lane is that going in? That could be your support.
We don't know anymore.
That could be your top lane. That could be your jungler.
Yeah.
It could be mid lane. I don't know. That's I think a great last pick there.
I mean, I don't think it necessarily fits into J35's, repertoire, but what do I know at this point? You could still pull out Pantheon. You're talking about those flexes there. Rek'Sai can technically also be a flex.
Sure.
Rek'Sai's been played top a lot as well. And so with the ban on Jax, though, which I think Jax just got buffed this patch. And so like with some of the core parts that Jax wasn't necessarily like lacking, and so I'll be interested in future games if Jax gets picked up more as Mordekaiser is also banned out.
Interesting that they Honeywell also banned the Udyr, so I guess maybe is Udyr played top lane too, I guess now? I suppose could be, theoretically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, but I think it's also the comfort for I had it written down for Octoboot rather.
Okay.
Octoboot playing
And
top
he's
side.
playing
So
top.
they
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Alawi. Let's see, that'll be fun.
The Morgana was left up.
And Morgana, there we go.
Okay.
A comfort, I would feel like. Try to stop some of the stuns.
That feels like a really solid comp to me.
I think this one is
Not
definitely
gonna
more
lie.
cohesive and something that can work together a little better than their last team comp.
Yeah.
We definitely want to see the team fights. We want to see Hwei pulling people in and doing some just big AoE while Alawi is just slapping people around, and Morgana is hopefully locking someone down or two people down with her ultimate,
Yeah.
and Tristana staying far away from everybody and able to try to just get some resets there. Jinx, though, I think if Jinx can get excited, I don't know much that's going to stop her from running the team down. There's not a whole lot of true hard CC. We can land a binding, sure, from far away. We can land a knockup from Rek'Sai, but there's not going to be some kind of click button like a Malphite and say, we all go on this person, like they did on the Caitlyn last game.
Absolutely. And honestly, the Honeywell Arcane Alphas team really just speaks to me as we want to do exactly what we did last game. We just want to run under towers and kill everybody. We don't really care.
Yeah.
We want to fight. We want to go. So I think this is going to be an interesting one as well. So the good thing is, again, now Henderson has seen this. They have now experienced that aggression firsthand. They are hopefully able to
you are the
to
one
see
who's
this.
in charge.
Oh,
if
no
you
way.
start it up.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, sorry. Thank you for letting me know.
Blaylock. Thank you, Blaylock.
So Henderson has now seen this aggression, right? They've seen the Arcane Alphas jumping under tower. They've seen the craziness of what a support Camille can do, and I assume at this point, I don't know, it could be Pantheon support, right?
I've seen
Pantheon
Amelia's in playing support sometimes too.
Sure. I mean, if I were to guess, like normally at this point, I would say Pantheon support and Briar jungle. But I guess we'll never know at this point.
I would laugh so hard if that's what Honeywell wants to originally do. But then they hear you say that, and they're like, no, we're not going to give him the satisfaction
Volibear jungle
of knowing what our strategy is, and we're just going to change it up even more. Actually, we all just flushed random,
right?
And then these two guys really try to sit there and think about what's going on when we just press random, and they try to make up stuff that doesn't exist.
Right. So I think that's the good thing that they've got going for them, right? Is it looks like Honeywell's strategy is going to be the same as last game. So now we've picked out some better champs. We're a little bit more ready for it. Let's see if we can do a little bit of defense. And honestly, I think at this point, again, you get a couple of good kills early instead of giving up those kills early, and this could go completely the other way, right? We saw Henderson winning the first smite fight for the dragon, so this could be one of those things that they are ready to take game number 2. So hopefully,
and you pointed out too that Tristana is definitely a safer pick. If Briar's jumping in, you're able to jump out, and so it'll be great to see how they utilize and how do we play defensive and try to keep our black shield and our binding for them jumping in on us, or do we try to fish for some of those bindings? Now they are caught out away from everyone else, and now I can bomb and jump in on them and do a lot of burst damage right away. And I think, again, that communication on bot side, the teamwork, to see how they're able to envision this team comp working.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. I just put the prediction live on Twitch, so if anybody wants to go and vote for their favorite team, who is everybody going to predict in this game number 2? Henderson Engineers on the blue side, Honeywell, Arcane Alphas on the red side. We are locked in, and we've got our 4-minute spectator delay here beginning now. So we'll be into game here shortly. So let us know who you think is going to win. And I won't ask you, Ben, who you think is going to win.
I mean, you can still ask me, because I'll go out there and say I think it'll still be Honeywell. I think the ability to hunt down those people that they want to get to is still really going to be there. And again, I think the lack of true hard CC to stop some of the dive from Briar or Pantheon and Volibear as well is going to be really difficult to play around. Now, again, if they're able to still keep their distance and kite or bait them into a big Alawi ultimate, like, by all means, then that'll be great. And you just got to keep doing that over and over again.
Yeah.
But I think the comfortability of some of the champs, like J35 on Anivia, Jinx being able to get excited and run people down, I think will be pretty straightforward in that sense. I am excited to see, though, if Henderson can land out some good kills and at least show, like, the saying that, the gods can bleed. Not that Honeywell, because they're, not running away with the tournament or anything like that. But wow, we kind of got beat down last game, but we can still fight back and show that that's just not going to be every single game. And so I think it'll go Honeywell's way. Or am I just saying that to jinx them like I always do? That way we get game 3. You'll never know.
We'll never know. Well, either way, we've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds here before we jump into game. Want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, of course, to Dick Ray Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling for being the title sponsor of the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. Thank you so much for the massive support of not just Casey Game On, not just of us, but of esports and gaming in Kansas City in general. Huge shout out as well to Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, Well Sky, and of course Casey Game On for making this whole thing possible, for letting us just have some fun. I'm having an absolute blast watching, casting these amazing games. They've all been very, very fun to watch so far. So we've got this is officially week 5 and the last week of regular season play. Next week we are starting the playoffs. It is a double elimination bracket playoff starting next week. So we are going to see the bottom 4 teams start that playoff bracket with the top 2 seeded teams getting a first round bye going into next week, all the way to our August 1st in-person finals event at hosted at UMKC. It's gonna be a blast. I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
In person is just always so much fun.
Yeah.
talking, it's always fun too from like a caster standpoint. I love going and like just asking some of the different players, their thought process on picks, but also what they're expecting.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see the players who are like, I don't know, I'm here to have fun. It's like, all right, cool, have fun. And then people who are like, oh man, like we have something ready for you. And it's so much fun, and it's just great in person. I think being able to see your opponent, whether it's like right next, right across from you or just throughout the day, is always a great time, especially. And that's why KC Game On, with KC Game On 100 coming up, is going to be great, because you get to hang out with a bunch of people playing games together, all in the same area. And so it's great to be able to experience that. So shout out to KC Game On for providing many hours and days throughout the last several years of gaming excitement for me, at least.
Absolutely.
I was thinking about it the other day. I think it's been like, I want to say like 12 years I've done KC Game On, like on and off. Like some years, like I wasn't able to go as much or if at all, but it's been a while, and it's been great. And so if anyone else gets a chance, like definitely show up.
It's a good time. Always a good time. Always a good time, just like right now is always a good time. The start of a brand new League of Legends game. Jumping in, everybody is fresh level 1.
Doran's blades for both on top side.
Amazing.
That's exciting.
Not
it is.
What I was
you called it.
Either.
I was ready to say I was right with Briar support. You were very correct that it is Pantheon support.
If it wasn't for the previous game that we just saw, wouldn't have even been a thought in my mind that Briar could be played support.
Yeah.
But after seeing that Camille support and seeing how dominant it was, there was a little bit of me that was like, I mean, it's possible, right? It's possible. Oh, an early binding
missing. Yeah, so some good damage coming back out. Oh no.
Just on a bit of trading.
Oh, yeah, throwing out the explosive charge and then getting no auto attacks on it. Those that aren't familiar with Tristana, being able to throw your E onto people as getting jumped in with a stun, some good damage coming out. Ignite also being popped, and then on the backside he retorts with the barrier, really just asserting dominance, like kind of like last time. But Tristana landing, like throwing an E on someone, then can auto attack, and the more times you auto attack, the more damage it's going to do when it explodes. But we didn't see that actually pan out, as the Pantheon just already going in, jumping as they're level 2.
Oh no!
Or at least Jinx is level 2. Oh, top side. Oh, we weren't even looking up there because there's some action on the box side as Zap collects the kill for 12's tribute. But before that happened, there was First Blood and Arkham Slayer on Volibear going to shove in this top wave.
First Blood does go to the Volibear, but a very, very close Second Blood going to 12's tribute in the bot lane. Definitely not what Henderson engineers wanted to see, but the good thing is it was later than last game. They held on. It was a little bit, closer right there at the beginning. So hopefully this is, again, at least a little bit of the resetting, figuring out what we're doing here. And it's not going to be a complete replay of the last game.
It'll be interesting because Briars is a champion that I am not super familiar when it comes to the pathing or how well different attributes of the ganking can work. But I have to imagine when you have a Pantheon for setup, really you can gank with probably anyone. And so I want to see, I wonder if since bot lane is getting pushed into, meaning that blue side is pushing into red, I'm wondering if Briar's going to try to come around here, as I don't think they know that they are just within sniffing distance. There's a stun, and back to top side here really quick. We see a tentacle slash down. Is that going to be able to do enough? No, he barely survives.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, he actually...
The minions!
The minions.
The minions trade.
Too long, thinking he could actually get those, which with the tier goddess, so we'll see what they end up doing with that. But bot side also, not to leave you out 12's tribute. We see you getting the kill down there. and it doesn't look like Briar was actually able to get involved in there, but top side was definitely just two people slapping at each other,
Right.
and going even there is great, especially with the wave pushing back to Alawi. That's going to be so much gold that Alawi can here pick up on, and I think Alawi will be able to actually be ahead in gold.
Yeah, that was that. Honestly, that top trade was absolutely
the binding,
crazy.
here we go, interrupt Devin because Rek'Sai's coming in, is going to try to land a knockup, does make it happen, but there's the flash forward. Good job with Tristana actually landing the bullet, the explosion barrier is there. Are they going to keep following? No, they land on the traps. The blast, coming out for Rek'Sai, not able to land. I don't know if that would have killed, but that was a great binding coming out there, and then they pulled the trigger. Pantheon trying to get out of there with a stun, but then when Rek'Sai chooses the flash knockup, gets and gets the barrier and flash out of 12's tribute, who is still sticking around. I mean, good for you. We'll see if they're able to keep track of all the abilities here, because Tristana still has her E. So she throws E and explodes it. Okay, there's Jinx giving some of the respect and the jump away from Trist.
And see, this is what I was talking about. If they can, if Henderson Engineers can just kind of last a little bit longer than last time. You know, Honeywell has been playing just extremely aggressive, very, very dangerous to, as far as I'm concerned. You know, getting very close to, you know, maybe what you could call reckless and
limit testing.
Yes,
if you want to be positive.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So, you know, all that Henderson Engineers really probably feels like they need is just that extra auto attack to make sure that the tower does end up getting the kill onto Honeywell for them, kind of thing. So definitely a lot closer already than last game. So we're hopefully going to see
top side. Alawi and Volibear at 6. Briar is not. Alawi can definitely 2v1 with the right setup. Going back though, so Rek'Sai trying to sniff out, but not very. There they are. Now they see, but Alawi went back, so now it's a 2v1. So Rek'Sai probably doesn't feel super confident. But okay.
Is gonna go in on the Briar though.
There, do a lot of damage. The smite coming out. Briar trying to be able to knock back, does last that. But I think that gives control, especially with Hwei having control of mid. That does give that crab over to Rek'Sai. So a great job from mid lane, especially on Hwei, knowing that they could rotate over the need to.
Yeah, I was not expecting that kind of damage coming out from the Rek'Sai, but being a level up, and honestly, that. Rek'Sai is going to go in. No one's still a level up.
Rek'Sai is 6. Rek'Sai's able to follow through with this. Victorious Evil catching them out. Nivea trying to actually really do some damage.
Does take the red.
Does not. Now Nivea's getting popped onto, but she does have egg. Trying to do some damage. Volibear is not far behind. The wall does not land, but here's Volibear trying to tunnel away, but does not really get any distance there. The exhaust coming out from the Volibear, and there's a kill coming out. J35 with on the backside, and Alawi does get the pull, getting that soul out there. Hwei trying to get away, but that is the fear lands. That's great. Alawi jumping in, but the flash forward from Volibear actually kicks out the pill, showing off with the 45 mastery. Nivea has no mana here, and Alawi is just going to just pummel with some tentacles there. Alawi, I have to imagine, gets the kill on the backside here. Does flash and gets the kill on the backside of that fight, and Nivea had no mana. Question mark ping coming out. I'm not sure what the question mark ping was for, because you were caught out there. The ultimate coming from Morgana. Jinx though, but we're actually going to see the kill by Shaxx there. Jinx was one to get excited here. We'll see the ultimate come across the barrier. Not needed because it misses actually. A great job from the binding. We're going to see Morgana trying to like run away. We'll see if she gets the kill and is able to secure it here. The binding does land again. There goes the Tormented Soil, trying to heal up maybe a little bit.
Rek'Sai can get there.
No. There it goes. We saw
is coming in
on the ultimate. It was coming from downtown.
No, Tristana
is going to land a knockup. What a bait coming out from Tristana.
Beautiful.
Jinx wanted that so bad, knowing that she was getting collapsed on, and just could not reach it there. And we're going to see a collapse here because there's a ward. By Rek'Sai, the jump on, another jump on, the double jumps.
Does get a flash away.
Here comes the Q. The miss. Holding on to that for the last second. But I would keep chasing this because they are. Tristana's under tower. TP coming in from Shackles, it looks like, really going to protect. Here comes the Q. Isn't going to land. No, good dodging out there. Man, Tlaylock trying to land those from far away. Not going to happen. All the while, though, now they're going to try to pick up this Ocean Drake at the beginning.
Wow. The way that this has turned, it really does feel like Henderson Engineers just absolutely figured that out. They're like, okay, yeah, we know that Honeywell is going to be insanely aggressive. The Morgana pick, you land a couple of those bindings, and it just stops them in their tracks at this point. Pantheon can't do anything when you're in that bind for a couple of years. You know, there's nothing that you can do when you're just standing there. So
how much Morgana support have you played or seen? And it hasn't been enough to know what your max, like what your build, like your skill order is. Because this one is maxing Tormented Soil, and I could see that going well for the wave clear, especially with Tristana's passive that she has on her E, that when she kills the enemy, explodes and does damage round.
Yep.
I kind of see, not cheese necessarily, because I feel like I would go, oh, as we missed a cannon there. Oh, I jinxed. That's my fault, man, Tris. I'm so sorry. I feel like I would see like a binding max, because the duration increases there.
Briar having to flash away.
Oh, picked off though. I wasn't even looking up. I was focused on there, and there's some tentacles smacking down. And we are seeing so much fight coming out from Henderson as Hui is trying to chase down. Does land
is gonna pop the egg.
Oh no, there's no follow through on the egg. So, like with the rest of the team, so he's just trying to smack down and paint down some damage. But we're gonna see some fear. We're gonna see
close.
Some flash forward. It does pick it off right on the edge.
Oh, Briar missed.
And then Briar,
just barely
not landing
missed
the
that.
ultimate. Are we going to see a jumper from Pantheon?
Oh, beautiful.
He's going to try to steal it. No, does not happen. Oh, that was a good try. I was expecting Pantheon just to jump over with the
everybody collapsed on
exploding plant. And now they're all collapsed into Rek'Sai's. Rek'Sai's just going to keep running away.
Yeah. Luckily, Rek'Sai, again, being a little bit more mobile, is able to get away. But, does get the credit for the Void Grubs, because Victorious Evo did have 2 of them down before Honeywell got over there.
Mortgage just has been like the first few bindings were not there, but then there's just been some bindings over and over again. And some of them have just been like dominance bindings. I don't need to land this. Nothing's gonna happen if I do, but I'm gonna show you that I'm still hitting these on you.
So just a little poke. Just want to make sure that you see that. I can land these bindings, so make sure you watch out for them.
Yeah, give me some respect. We're gonna see a binding here. Not gonna land.
Yeah, so going back to your your conversation about Morgana, though, as far as I'm concerned and aware, usually it is a Q max on Morgana when played support. The Tormented Soil typically would be like a mid lane play to me, is when you want to clear all those minions out as fast as possible. Typically, as support, you're not clearing the minions out as much as you can.
Ooh, the flash binding not there.
Unfortunately, again, we had to curse those bindings by mentioning how good they were.
But the thing we won't curse as Pantheon just gonna run straight at them and not even care. No.
Ooh, there's a little bit of backing away.
Tlaylock hesitated and didn't go in. What is going on? Oh man, binding not landing there, but with Jinx so far ahead, and because Pantheon's been roaming around, she is level 9, which is equal up with some of the other players there. Oh, Rek'Sai coming through, does land knock up. There is no egg. She's getting just blown up there. The flat. Oh, okay, they both are gonna ult to take the Victorious Evo does get the kill. 5-1-0, and both Away and Rek'Sai with the gold on their head, the bounties, and so. This is a great turnaround, and Volibear still did a lot of damage. Man, that is incredible to see. Volibear with 5 Kindle Gems doesn't have enough, apparently, on the top side.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, but Alawi also has a bounty, too. I wasn't expecting that with the CS being so close, but, I guess it's just, working out like that for the game.
That's how it goes. So
We
we've
have
got
seen 2 Briar ults miss, so I'll be interested to see here if there's some kind of fight on the bot side. Jinx, ooh, that damage is rough coming out there. She's just following Morgana underneath the tower.
And I think we are going to see a fight because we've got Dragon coming up in just a couple of seconds here. It would be Honeywell's second Dragon of the game so far, so they are definitely going to be going for this Infernal Drake.
Oh, but Trista's is going back. This is not the best of... Okay, there we go. Sticking around. They're trying to find... They found Pantheon out there. They knew Pantheon was full time as the fear comes out. They are going to get Dragon, I think. They're not going to be able to stop him here. Kind of a late TP for Alawi.
Alawi wants to fight.
That's the second one to them. Alawi does not grab the soul.
Ooh, Honeywell getting out with the Dragon and no casualties on that one.
Yeah, Pantheon lived on that too.
Yep. Yeah, he had... he was very low health, but definitely did end up getting out of there. Man, we're seeing some pretty solid control coming out from Henderson.
This could be a kill down here. She's going to ult, and the Mega Death Rocket does kill out Shackles there. Morgana sticking around too long, throwing up the Black Shield, even though that only saves you from magic damage and just wasn't going to be enough. Hwei, they're using like a little outplay to wait for Anivia to start the ultimate and then pulling the CC, stopping the Anivia ult so she couldn't keep the wave from crashing. Ultimate coming out from Pantheon. Pantheon coming in with the... Oh, the ultimate misses from Briar. There's a flash forward there. There's a lot of damage coming back out there. The ultimate is going to do so much of the backside. Pi Gordon securing the kill after we see Playlock trying to get in there. I think if the Briar ultimate landed... Ooh, the wall. Okay, all right. Showing some respect. I think if the Briar would have landed from like the ultimate from downtown with a certain death, I think it would have been certain death. Oh, Alawi with the Ignite, doing so much damage there.
Oh, flashing forward, in, ready to go get that kill.
Ultimate, does grab the soul. That's so much damage on the backside. We see the healing coming from Alawi, and here comes Rek'Sai trying to be able to help out. Flashbang from Oliver trying to be able to play. He does actually shut down the Alawi, but he's going to be taking down himself as, whoop, hello, there's Rek'Sai.
Rek'Sai was almost there, I think Alawi really wanted a second charge on that ultimate when they
Pantheon using the gate to get behind. Ooh, what a sneaky boy. Morgana is going to land the binding on there. We're going to see the Buster shot coming out there. She puts the spell shot on herself. This might be another kill here.
We got an ultimate again.
There it is again. There it is. She's going to run away. Ooh, Pantheon, though, picked off on backside from Hwei. Hwei trying to chase her down.
Yeah, that was the exact same play that happened on Morgana just a couple minutes ago. Jinx just rinsed and repeated that.
Ooh, Zap, is it gonna? No, it's not. Yeah, Hwei using TP to get down there to be able to at least try to help stop, the bot lane from getting crushed in on. We have seen Pi Gordon feel you can obviously see Pi Gordon feels very comfortable on this way. The combos are not just randomly hitting buttons. So top side there, not some knock around, but is she gonna be able to secure some health here? Alawi doing a lot of damage on the backside of this, so much, but ooh, the CC is too much. Hwei, you are now going to maybe give her some gold. They're trying to run away. There's the Ignite. Volibear doesn't have flash, but Hwei does.
There it hits!
Here comes Briar. She's coming in. And look at that. What a great job holding on to the fear so she can be able to actually get the kill. Not going to be able to land any more damage. Woo. I would have just panicked and spammed buttons, and I would have died.
Right?
So,
half of that Briar ultimate is literally just the mind game of having to wait for it, but we're not having to wait very long until the next kill comes down.
Jinx is going to go down here.
Onto Jinx.
Victorious Evo just running these. Whenever Victorious Evo shows up, especially when the Void Rush is up, Victorious Evo gets a kill. 7-1-0 has been tremendous, especially on the farm. Has been everywhere, it seems like. And you called it out earlier too. These tunnels have been helping Rek'Sai get everywhere.
Yeah. Absolutely. Being able to turn that team fight around just with an extra person has been a theme
are you gonna pick off here? There's some fear, so much damage coming out there. Hwei is just gonna say goodbye. There's some spiraling despair for you as you try to jump over. Wow. And we haven't called this out yet. Sorry for everyone watching. We haven't called this out there. But Henderson is the one that's in charge of the gold lead right now. And I don't want to jinx it and have it sit the other way, but it's been fascinating to see how the change in some of those team comps and how you fight against these aggressive bot laners especially has changed how the rest of the team can play their game as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're going to collapse on the Hwei. Hwei has some bounty. No flash to get away from here. A fear onto the Pantheon, so there's no CC, but there's the Q, the stun coming out. Mega Death Rocket does shut down from point blank range. They're going to push in that mid, I bet. Or they're going to keep fighting down. Oh, they're going to actually not push mid. They're going to go down, push them off of Dragon. Pantheon comes flying in. Certain Death does not land.
Oh, no.
Tristana is going to try to get the blast off here. It does, but not able to get it. Oh, there's the getaway. The barrier is not going to be able to do enough. So much damage coming back through. The Ignite is not going to do it. Flash forward. Coming from 12's Tribute to secure up 2 of those kills. Double kill for Jinx. She's excited. We're going to see how exciting this does get. Great CC coming in. Another jump in there, but the tunnel helps separate enough distance.
Yeah, Pantheon here. Talaylock on that Pantheon is not quite as ahead as he was on the Camille, so still feeling like it.
Reckless.
So yeah, we're seeing a little bit
coming in. We're gonna see this one's better timed. Hwei coming through. Ooh, the Void Rush
doing
able to help
so much
secure
to the
out
Briar.
this dragon now.
Thank you for the dragon.
Yeah.
Says Victorious Evo.
Out.
Wow.
Great communication too from the team. I would say coming in knowing like, okay, I'm coming with the TP. Rek'Sai going in what you thought was early, but then able to just kidding, Alawi ultimately up here. The slow coming down. The tentacle's gonna do the work. Some good. Oh, here we go. Ooh, some good damage coming out there. There's the exhaust, though. Volibear says you're not gonna be able to get through all that. There's the Ignite coming through. The exhaust is down now. She's gonna just come to. Oh, but he's just gonna jump in there and just take a bite out of Prime. Ooh.
So we've got Henderson. Henderson, you know, playing this a lot better this game. Still technically in the lead with kills and gold. The only thing that they're not winning on is secured dragons at this point. But you do see the win conditions from Honeywell. I feel like are starting to scale. You have things like the tankiness of the Volibear. You have things like the Jinx. 8 kills on the Jinx. We've got 2 2/3 items on Jinx. That's scary to me. Especially with how squishy you are on the side of Henderson Engineers. All it takes is 2 or 3 good crits coming in from Jinx, and she's going to be able to clean up the entire map. So this is where I think, and we know that that's what Honeywell wants to do. That's what they are trying to do. This is going to be they really need to be careful for that Jinx, I think.
Oh, this damage is pouring out because there's no exhaust to stop the Alawi from just continually to fight in there. But we did see the flash out, so that's a good. Oh, certain dust does land. Or we see all the chase up. Oh, there's 2 people just going to be flying in there. They're going to try to turn on the Briar here real quick, but it's not going to work because Cerberus just cleans up the flash and the jump. Oh, he just barely picks it up with the steal at the end. And Rek'Sai, though, not to be outdone because there's an egg, as Hwei is going to be trying to run away as well. Briar getting feared up. Oh, that's a burst and gone. Egg does not get killed out there. The jump away from the blast, but there's a Pantheon jumping in there. Jinx is going to probably collect a lot of bounty on here as Jinx does get that kill 9-2-1. Egg doing a lot of work there, and Volibear is actually not afraid to join the party. Hwei flashes away.
Wants in on that.
Mega Death Rocket. Oh, good sidestep
Barely
from
misses.
Hwei.
Does it hit?
Ready for it.
I think it hit Morgana. Yeah.
Did it? On the oh no!
Oh, he does!
A flash from Volibear. There's no fear. They're able to pick him off.
Finally gets.
Volibear also, I will say, still had ult to be able to turn off the towers.
Yeah.
So I think he was gonna be dead either way. But that was a flashy play, and the flip, or the script has just been flipped. There's been a switch that's been going off, and now all of a sudden here's gonna be another dead Morgana as she is excited.
Yep.
Volibear says, "I've been here the whole time," and she just cleans up.
Yeah.
I was gonna point out earlier, you were
2.
talking about like the whatever it was, the 6 and the 6 and 2 Jinx being scary. I
Yeah.
was gonna point out how a quick change for getting the Verdant Barrier for Anivia was going to slow down some of the damage coming up from her. But obviously, that does not matter at the moment. If they can find someone to pick off, if they can have both Briar and Pantheon jumping in, Jinx just has to get that one excited, and then they just run him down.
Yep. And I think what Morgana either forgot or underestimated there was that the tower can also excite Jinx. So
yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yep. So not having to even get a kill, all of a sudden being excited.
Oh, okay. Good jump away.
Having to jump away. But that is
we're
the
gonna see
bonus.
Away.
Right
There's some damage just exploded. The barrier.
Jinx.
There was some good damage, some good crits coming back up. The flash forward. She flashes into Morgana. So she's going to land the ultimate. Oh, but it's not going to matter. Cerberus does so much damage. The fear coming through. Mega Death Rock is not going to be there. Pi Gordon dancing around with some fancy feet. Teleport coming in. And here comes Alawi. Is she going to grab a soul? She does. That's going to be a lot of damage and forcing out the Jinx to make sure she doesn't participate. Pantheon trying to be annoying on the backside. There's some low people there, but Tristana says, I don't care. I'm going to jump over the wall, even though I have no vision over here. And so they're going to see Pantheon does ult out. They can't stop him. Kind of some reminiscent of that first game, but they're not that far ahead. So some of these kind of more reckless plays don't end up just being a wash.
Ooh, everybody just kind of sticking around. Yeah, because that dragon is here. Oh, no.
Oh, Zap, just keeping it out of here. Briar is far away, but Briar does have the ultimate to be able to come in from far away. Ooh, Pantheon caught out again, trying to be able to do a lot on the warning, I think. And there's the Void Rush. Beautiful. Victorious Evo getting the kill. But here comes There's the jump with the exhaust. He did not want him to leave. Tristana, that was like 2 or 3 shots and gets blown up. Volibear just doesn't care about the tower at this point. Some soul damage, but here's some certain death coming in there. Are we going to see the... we do see the Rek'Sai actually go down. She was not able to actually survive. And just barely living is the Volibear running away. There's some damage, and the Ignite does actually take it out. Oh my, that was close.
Wow.
But I feel like that if you are Honeywell on the backside, you feel fine about that fight. You're still up in gold.
Absolutely.
You get this 3rd dragon. You're not going to be on soul point now. And you kind of just faced a lot of what Henderson can throw at you, and you survived.
Yeah.
I mean, barely some people, but you still survived.
Absolutely. I think, unfortunately, Pi Gordon didn't make it back to base in time. He kind of sat by tower there for a little bit too long, and probably could have gotten a back off if he had tried a little bit harder there. Did have teleport up, so would have been able to make it back for the fight. So I think that might be a little bit of a misplay there to kind of start that team fight, extended team fight.
Either a misplay or also a good play. Oh, as the tower does go down. Pantheon trying to jump on here. Away does land the fear, but can't get both of them. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out here. A flash away, the speed, the Mega Death Rocket does not land. The CC coming back outside does not land either. There's a little bit of just fear, I guess. There's nothing really happening there. Hawaii able to survive. Hawaii has done so good at escaping when people are just running him down.
Yep. Yeah, like you said,
Jinx though is Jinx will be caught out here. Tries to lay down the traps, but it's just not really doing it on the backside. There's so much damage being pumped out.
So much damage.
Oh, but he's not able to. I think Victorious Evil still had the Void Rush, but not able to pick it off. Alawi, they're focusing onto the Trist, though. Goodbye. Oh, he actually gets the bomb explosion.
Does get the
pays for it with his life, but that's not too bad, I would say. Is Alawi going to survive this with the ultimate? There's some season. Yeah, she actually is able to survive. And now here comes Away, running away, speed up there. 4 are down for Henderson.
4 down. You can see the thing that I love about this is that you can see what Henderson changed in this game, and you can see it working. It's not going. It's at the moment with Honeywell in the lead, definitely in control of this game. If it keeps going this way, it's not going to be enough, is what they want. But just what a massive change from last game. Seeing everything that Henderson changed, just really paying off in this game already. But man,
and this is
Jinx with 13 kills.
Yeah. And the ability to survive out the initial burst coming out.
Oh,
There's a
no.
flash, not able to land the knock up. Good wall being used there. But oh, I keep wanting to talk about the tournament coming up, but they just keep wanting to throw stuff back and forth. Some setting up around Baron. Here's some vision. Good little crab being picked up. A binding landing. Oh, all right. I mean, I guess that helps a little bit. I was afraid that that binding was going to be on cooldown for a major fight, but it does not matter now. Some clearing out mid. It looks like they're just trying to really make sure someone can keep vision and see if they can pick anyone out here, but tournament is coming up soon. Pantheon is jumping in there. Tristana, I mean, Tristana's not worth any gold right now, so I mean, I guess you can fight. I think Tristana should have just kept attacking the tower and gotten some more those there. Oh, everyone's hiding on the bush here. There's a soul grab. So much damage being just pumped out there, but Jinx can just auto attack over the wall and no one's gonna be able to do anything about it. There's a knock up, sure, but she's gone already. 12 tribute excited, getting with double kill. This is gonna be a triple here because there's the exhaust. I'm sorry, the hourglass is gonna delay it on the backside. And that's an ace. Wow, that was just everyone was there, then everyone was gone. Pick up Baron here pretty easy.
Yeah, unfortunately, that hourglass really just kind of sealed the deal for them.
Now, do you wait 12 more seconds? How do they? This is gonna tell us how they feel about Laylock. They don't care. They weren't gonna wait 8 seconds.
They don't care,
sir.
No, they'll be.
Wow, and now gold is definitely in Honeywell's favor. The bounties are stacked up again. Runaan's Hurricane for Jinx, so in fights like that one, it's just gonna be over sooner.
And with with Dragon Soul Point coming up in 50 seconds for Honeywell. Oh my gosh, I just realized I didn't change their names around on the.
Everyone knows who we're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Briar might pick off the Trist here. Nope. Oh, just some fear, making them jump backwards. So what I've been trying to say is that the tournaments are coming up soon, and while I think Honeywell will be able to close this one out if they just continue to play off these objectives and make sure that Jinx doesn't go down, the ability for other teams to look in. Oh, we see TP in here. Just kidding. Volibear doesn't get hit off there. Interesting TP, no play to be had. So Alawi's just going to keep pushing top. Alawi also can jump in there. I mean, they are able to now. I think you just got to go and you just destroy it. You have a Jinx that can just blow up that soul. But you have a Hui, though, that can burst them out. Oh, but there's a trap spotted out, sniffed out there by Hui. All right. Pantheon, Playlock,
getting aggressive,
running in there. Yep, there's the Drake Soul going over to them. Alawi pushing, that's good. That'll be some objective.
Get a tower out of that, yeah.
But with the tournament coming up there, teams can be able to look at Honeywell and look at what is working in here. What's causing some confusion? The Rek'Sai being everywhere, it seemed like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hawei doing great on just
collapse.
The CC from so far away collapsed, but here's a Rek'Sai also is gonna be able to try to help out, but Jinx is just standing there clicking, not even just moving around. There's a stun, great job coming out there. Some runaway, we're gonna see if he can actually escape here. There's no slowdown on the Morgana. The flash over into the stun. We were seeing Briar jump over just in case Morgana had some good fancy feet. Mega Death Rocket sailing past everybody. Triss, though, all right, another objective bounty. I mean, we got
getting some gold back, You
gotta be a sneaky rat sometimes.
Yeah, but they are pushing. Honeywell is pushing with Baron at that top and mid lane turret at this point. They're like, we're fine losing that turret in the bottom. We're just gonna take all the rest of yours.
Oh, she's excited. So much coming out there. They are jumping in. 1, 2, 3 auto attacks and 12 is just unstoppable. The flashpoint, another double kill coming out there. Ooh, the barrier used just in case there's something else coming through, but a good job trying to stand on the defense there, but Jinx is so far ahead. The double stop onto the towers. Some CC gonna lock up Briar. She's not gonna do anything backside. Alawi doing a lot of damage as everyone's inside the tentacles. but Jinx is just going to get knocked up, and it's not going to matter. Getting resurrected is the egg, and Jinx, whoa, great kiting, just gliding on ice. Woo, that was
Rek'Sai got close
Spacing.
to taking out that Jinx, but unfortunately, even with all of that damage onto the Jinx, even if Rek'Sai would have been able to get the Jinx, Honeywell Arcane Alphas come out victorious in that game number 2. 2 games, 2 wins for Honeywell Arcane Alphas. And that is officially the end of week number 5 for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. What?
Yeah, great.
An amazing 2 games.
Games from Honeywell. Definitely rough as Henderson. They fall to 1-4 now, correct? And so what we talked about this like maybe week 3, I want to say. That no team like is like clearly just gonna be O2'd. We saw some struggles from Henderson, sure, but that second game proves that they can still win games, especially against some of these better teams. And while it didn't work here, maybe they're saving all the luck for the tournament, and be able to actually pull it out there, because bot lane struggled, I would say, but I think bot lane is very strong for Honeywell. So being able to be carried by 12 distribute both games and just doing so much damage is something that because of a game like this that wasn't just a stomp, well, now there's going to be more data for other teams to get more angles that they can see what the Jinx is going to be used for and how the Jinx is going to be used. And I think that hopefully a lot of these games people will be able to use that great evidence and come up with some good strategies, which we've already seen some fun and weird strategies in the middle of the round robin stuff. And so being able to pull out different champs or different ideas in the actual tournament will be great, especially as it is double elim. Like, that'll be great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Was a really fun couple games to watch there, especially just seeing the evolution of the 2 teams in just those 2 games, just the massive changes that not only their substitutes in the mid and the jungle made, but just the overall change in the draft, and just knowing that if we play something a little bit more like this, we'll do a little bit better. And they definitely came around, and unfortunately the scoreboard is not going to reflect that kind of change during the match there, but they can't be completely mad about that. It was a good adjustment, and that's definitely something that you want to be able to have coming into these best of 3 and best of 5 matches. So
I was about to ask, so it's the tournament coming up starting next week. It will be best of 3. Is that what you said?
Yes, I'm pretty sure everything actually is going to be best of 3. I'm not a 1,000,000% sure about the actual finals. That might be the only one that might be a best of 5, but I don't know for sure.
All right.
Everything else, as far as I'm aware, should be still best of 3s. So starting next week, same time, same place, we are officially out of the regular season and into the playoffs starting next week. So after these other matches get reported, we'll be able to let everybody know who's going to actually be playing next week and who's going to get that first round coveted bye, and going to be playing first on the 25th. But it is a double elimination bracket either way, so everybody's gonna have a few more games to play, and hopefully we see some really fun matchups coming through in this.
Oh, so it looks like we have updates on the other games. Well Sky beat Honeywell Bilgewater betas, which is somewhat surprising for me, because I just felt like Bilgewater were kind of running away with some of the games. BMCD wins 2-0 against Select Quote.
So we are gonna have that 4-way tie in the top. Okay, perfect. Does that mean that we give the bottom 2 seeds the buys in the first round? I'm not really sure.
I think if the other teams, they obviously couldn't separate themselves and distinct themselves enough that, man.
Okay. Well, very, very interesting standings for sure. Heading into playoffs.
Don't speak on my betas like that.
We will.
You know what? I don't know what to say on that because it's just, I think they made it confusing on purpose for fun.
I think.
Oh, they won?
Oh, so apparently the Honeywell Bilgewater betas won.
Oh no. Then I must completely miss that. Come on now. Oh, I see how it's written. I thought it was saying that the Honeywell got the 0-2. Sorry. Honeywell Bilgewater did win 2-0. Okay. The way they wrote 0-2, I was thinking was in reference to Honeywell went 0-2 in those games.
Okay.
But they're saying Well Sky in the first slot got 0, and the Honeywell in the second slot got 2.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
Thanks for not making that too confusing, guys.
All right, so that is going to put the Honeywell Bilgewater betas into a clear first place spot, which I think then means that Honeywell and Select Quote are going to have the bye going into next week. So that makes it a little bit less confusing and less worried about ties. So we'll figure out exactly what next week is going to look like, let you all know. But we are going to be back here next week, same time, same place, for some more fantastic round 1 of the playoffs for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup here, brought to you by Dick Ray Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Also brought to you by Henderson Engineers, Select Quote, Well Sky, and of course, Casey Game On. So my name is Devin. Thank you so much, Dr. Spirit Bear, for joining me again.
3 times.
I hope everybody has a fantastic night, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.